Hello, Gemini. I am going to do a vice versa love reading for you. See what you need information, guidance, and clarity on regarding your love connection at this time. Please do remember to only go with what really, really resonates for you in the session. And also to remember that no matter what is uncovered, discovered, or confirmed, you are the master of your fate and the captain of your soul. All right, so I'm going to begin with their energy, and then we'll go over to your side of things. The energy you may find is interchangeable, so of course apply it where it does apply. However, again, just to go back to remembering that if it doesn't fit, you must acquit. Okay, so let's start off with their energy here. How do they feel about the connection with you at this time, dear Gemini? How do they feel about the connection? Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Okay. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Let's see. Whatever the energy is, they are definitely about conquering things. They want to go ahead and move quickly towards a solid answer or commitment or a committed energy, consistency. Two eights leading out, Eight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, and eights are about action, change, and regeneration. They want things are moving very quickly, and that's the space that they want things to go, and they are moving towards expanding with you. Hence that energy coming out early on with the King of Wands was just mentioned about expansion and moving towards a more committed connection with you. However, King of Wands is definitely about conquering. So it could be expansion in terms of them getting you to a place of where you're saying yes more so than you're saying no about whatever it is that they're looking to get you to expand in the environment about. That would be the question. So let's see where you are. This Eight of Wands, though, it's a lot of fast movement. For example, you all may have been ever since you've met or started dealing with each other, it's been, go, 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 where you're spending a great deal of time. They're sweeping you off your feet. You're doing the same for them. You may find yourself moving more so toward in their pace rather than your own, even when you wanted to try to maybe slow things down a bit, Gemini. They still just had they had their foot on the gas the entire way. That may also be talking about things that are you may feel are a little soon to be discussing, maybe about expanding the family, or moving in together, marriage, all these things. And you're just like, well, we just really are getting to know each other. And it's just not, it's not lining up. It doesn't make much sense in terms of the time that you've had with each other and how much you know about each other in some way. It's nice. It's flattering, but at the same time, doesn't make sense, right? And you don't want to doubt them, but at the same time, there's also it's just a natural progression to things. Now there are times where things just move really fast, when you know. However, if you're questioning it, if you're being skeptical, which is not bad, not cynical, just skeptical, there are some things that you need to have you need to be clear about before you take your next steps, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with thinking critically. So on your side of things, how do you feel about the connection? You have Queen of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and then we have this Seven of Wands. Okay. So on your side of things, you're feeling like you are the person that they are pursuing, like they want to commit to you, and you are their number one person. Okay. But King of Wands and Queen of Pentacles are very far apart in terms of what they each desire or they're trying to do. The King of Wands is about conquering, about gathering and the fruit, the treasures, the spoils of war. Queen of Pentacles is about delegation and, you're at the point of where you built an empire. The King of Wands brings it in. The Queen of Pentacles energy, the Pentacles deck creates and makes or organizes the spoils of the war. So with the Six of Pentacles here, though, you feel like they're breadcrumbing you about something. or they're either trying to give so much to you that you don't think to ask or look at how they're doing this. Like there's something about again, they're moving very, very fast. And this is what puts up your defenses, where you're feeling a little bit defensive a bit. They may be trying to gain access to certain things about you or wanting you to do certain things for them. And, if you really cared for me, you would do this for me, or as, we're together in this and we should be sharing this. And, finances, or trying to commingle finances, or, as an example, or they're just trying to gain access to certain aspects of you that in terms of the time that you had together, it doesn't make logical sense to do it. In terms of the romantic world, there is no time, there is no clock. It's how you feel. However, we don't live in a romantic world. We live in the real world, and things have to make sense. With this Queen of Pentacles here, you are very solid in terms of the energy itself, and you are very well rounded. You have what you need to take care of yourself. You may have more in the bank, if you will, as an example, than this person does. And they're trying to move very quickly to gain access to something with you. Okay. So let's dive a little deeper here. How do they feel about you? Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Ace of Swords. Oh, wait. And then we have the Ace of Swords as the outlier. You know how when you have someone that's been in your circle for a long time and they've always kind of flirted with you, but you've always probably been, either you weren't open to it, or you were, involved with something else. You just, again, you weren't open to it. That Knight of Pentacles is that's what that feels like. They have been trying a very, 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 very long time. Because that Eight of Wands starting out there and Claire with the Knight of Pentacles behind that, see what I'm saying? They've been trying a very, 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 very long time to get your attention. This Temperance card is here where they've really done their homework and balanced themselves to try to become this person that would get your attention and get you to invest your time in them, and to give them some to look their way in terms of romantic connection. They've more than likely experienced some type of glow up. Okay. And there's something about it, hence that Seven of Wands in this Six of Pentacles here, where you feel like those energies, while they're showing that Six of Pentacles, where they're being very generous, you're wondering how how all of a sudden they've come into this sort of wealth some kind of way. Like they've just really, it seems like overnight, become this awesome person. All of a sudden they've just blossomed overnight, it feels like. There's something about it that feels disingenuous for you, though. In terms of this Temperance, the Seven of Cups, they're trying to do anything and everything to get an emotional response out of you, to react to them. Okay. And to drink of their cup, and to allow you to come under their spell. Right. The Ace of Swords is here, of where they are trying to recreate a truth for you, or trying to show you some type of way to really look at them in the new light that they want to be painted in. Okay, it's not good or bad. It's just what it feels like. Because that top row is very different in terms of how they feel about you with this Knight of Pentacles, Temperance, and like they're willing to do whatever it takes, however long it takes. They're trying to be as balanced as they possibly can to find a middle ground. However, Seven of Cups is where they just don't know how to get you to emotionally engage with them and feel what they feel. It's a bit obsessive in a way, but not in a way that's like single, like some type of stalker-ish, or we not going into you energy. Is that the name of that show? You, whatever. I've never watched that show. I need to watch that. I think it's like, you want me to watch somebody stalking somebody? But anyway, that kind of, like, it's obsessive. Like, they've had that eye on you for a long time. That's why that Seven of Wands is there for you a bit. It's always been a little bit kind of, not creepy, but a little bit cringe. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Something about how the way they express themselves. So let's see. How do you feel about them? Six of Swords. Okay. Six of Swords, High Priestess, and Three of Pentacles. got that Gemini energy. Don't be mean. They're sweet to you. So Six of Swords is where you're like, mentally, I feel like I need to move on. Like, you don't want to be mean guy, mean girl here. You don't. Gemini, y'all ain't me. Y'all ain't that. My most favorite person in the world is Gemini, my mom. And she's one of the nicest, kindest. She does not like to hurt nobody's feelings. Nobody's. Pig leg pirate from the Caribbean. She not finna talk about that pig leg, honey. She finna give you all the options of how that pig leg gonna help you and make you a better person. Just not in y'all energy. You just don't like it. You don't like it. You don't like it. However, at the same time, you don't play. We don't play. And that Six of Swords is where you're like, how do I gently move on and let this person down easy? Right? You don't want to cause no problems. You don't want no friction. The High Priestess is where intuitively with that Seven of Wands coming into is where this is not, even though things are looking like, oh, yay, whatever, people may even be in your ear like they really are into you. They may be, as an example, talking to your friend circle or your group and, trying to let people know how much they're into you and they want to be with you. The High Priestess energy is just here where you're like, but you're trying to, with the Three of Pentacles, get them to understand in a practical way. Like, listen, I get it. And, you're an attractive person. You have a lot going on for yourself, but I just don't really feel, I don't feel the same. Right. And you try to figure out, how do I say this in the nicest way possible so as to, again, not to hurt them or make them angry or something. So you're trying to let them down easy, feels like. So why do they feel this way? Three of Wands. Okay, that energy that was described early on. They've been wanting to get at you for a very long time. And maybe this is the first time that you've actually been, maybe you just came out of a long-standing connection or relationship. Not recently, but it's to a point of where they feel like enough time has passed that they can, and there's that Ace of Swords again, they could take their shot at you. But it's not that you're still hurting or whatever else, because you don't want to tell them that, because it may give them false hope and be like, okay, well, I just got out of a relationship. I'm really not ready to see anyone. That would just give false hope and they'll just come back around again. What you really want to do is let them know that it's not that. It's just that I don't see us as compatible. Right. So for them, in terms of why do they feel this way? The Three of Wands is here. They've held a torch for you for a very long time. Okay. The King of Cups is where they feel and know that you are their person, that they're really in love with you, that they really want to be with you, that they feel like they're the best person for you. And they want you to see the truth of this, that there's no one better for you than them. So let's dive a little bit deeper on this King of Cups energy. And we need to see what's going on behind this. Three of Pentacles. Hangman. Once again, they've been obsessing over this for a long time, waiting for their chance to take their shot here. And Three of Pentacles, if you could just see and work with them, you would see how much, how devoted they are to you and how far they're willing to go to make you happy. But you feel in a way objectified by the connection more so than open to it, or you just don't feel that way. What's going on with this Ace of Swords? By any means necessary. Why can't you see? For instance, they may be imitating or emulating your past relationships, your past lovers. Like all of a sudden they look like someone you dated, or they look like the person that you were with the longest, or there's something where they're trying to imitate and mimic that and say, well, if that's what you like, I'll become that. Like they're really, really, like obsessed with this. Okay. Okay, Gemini. Let's see on your side. Why do you feel? What you feel about them? Oh, see, Five of Swords. What else do we have? Ace of Swords. And King of Wands. See, you see them for what they're trying to do. You see it all. You know exactly what their motive is. You know what they're trying to do with the Five of Swords. It's just really what it is. Like, you see them, you're like, I know that you're trying to run game and trying to get me to become, or think about, like, you're gonna get everybody to run away from me, or whatever the case may be, or you're gonna try to become something that you think that I want. With the Ace of Swords, you know, you're trying to get me to deny or see things your way, or to see the truth according to how you see it. But I see you for what's really going on. I see it at the center of things. And the King of Wands, you just want me to be a conquest. Like, finally you win. Finally you're the person, you know, you finally get your shot at this. You finally get access to me. What's more information on this King of Wands energy here? Yeah, you see everything that they're trying to do and you're like, no. Two of Wands, like, yep. And maybe you have tried to be their friend and other things in the past, and they just always, you know, they were always hanging on and waiting for their opportunity. Star card 7C, Five of Swords. They still think that whatever that was, like that energy early on, that example was given, like they may be mimicking someone from your past, someone that you spent a lot of time with. They don't realize that, because they didn't know the full breadth of the relationship, that you've healed from that energy. That's why you're no longer with them. And so, you know, you've seen that before. And because they're coming towards you like that, they don't realize that that's the main thing that's turning you off. Like, you're trying to be something that you're not, number one. And number two is, which is inauthentic, which you feel that, you see that. And then number two is the person that you're no longer with. That's the reason why you're not with them, because they were displaying all these characteristics, look, style, whatever the case may be, that really just now turn you completely off. You just look the opposite direction of the person. So they are not coming with the winning plan, which is just to be themselves. And because of that, you can't really see them in the true light and really say, well, okay, I do like you, or okay, I don't like you. You can't see if y'all are compatible or not, because they're trying to sneak their way into your heart. And it's like, nah, I've already been through that. So this is why it's never going to work until you, and now it's really just turned you off, period, because you're like, you don't even know who you are. And I just, you know, you just like, I'm not in that place anymore. So how do they want things to move forward? King of Swords. Oof. Hangman. And the Emperor. Wow. Wow. Well, you don't even have a queen out on your side, do you? Yeah. Okay. They want you to be smart. I would say more than that, but that King of Swords energy is saying some. How do I say this in the best way so that it works for you? It's not good. It's insulting. Let's say it that way. Like, they feel like, how could you be as silly as to not see how much they love you and they want to do what's right, do right by you? They don't think it's smart that you don't see them and understand how much they would do for you, or how much they are devoted to you. Like, why can't you see it? Like, what do I have to do for you to understand how much I love you, how much I care for you, how much I want to be with you? Why don't you love me? Why don't you want to be with... Cringe, dear Gemini. Hangman. Obsessive. They're not going to let go of this. They're thinking night and day and night, about how to get you to be with them. And the Emperor card is here, of where, again, they're trying to show up and do all this big Willie style, or big mama, you know, money bags, or sugar mama, whatever the case may be, to get you to understand, I will do anything and everything. And that is the part that's turning you off. It's desperate. Like, no disrespect, but this desperation, it's just I smell desperation in the air. And Gemini, like, you know, you already, like, you already, again, this energy in the past, you already had somebody that's been obsessed about you. And you like, no. Do you know how long it took me with this star card energy to get from out under that? Not only in terms of out of this person's hold over you, physically, but mentally, you're like, no, 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 no. And now that you are in a healed place and space, you can recognize that a mile away. And you're like, no, no. Real question is, what you got going on? You got these people going up and getting obsessed about you, baby. Nothing. It's not your fault. I'm just saying, dang. Don't take this the wrong way. Like, where can I get anyone that's not obsessed about me? It's just that, when people see such a great thing, it brings out the good in people, and it brings out the not so good in people. Right? Like, some people want to be a part of it and share it and glow in it and, add to it. And other people just want to take it and possess it. And, you know, by any means necessary. On your side of things, how do you move forward? 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the Tower card. Listen, focus with your family and your loved ones. Make sure that people understand, tap in with your family. Let them, get some of that energy off of you in terms of, talking to your bestie or whatever, and letting them know that this situation is making you a bit nervous, and they will come in and offer you the emotional support that you need, because this is really feeling like the love of your family and your chosen family and your relatives to, and let them know that this energy of this person is making you nervous to the point of almost being scared. Like it's taking you back to a place that you don't want to be. So you need to tap into the love of your family, your friends, and to get you focused again and let you know that you're stronger than this and that you can pull through and it's okay. The Queen of Cups is here. Protect your heart, protect your energy. Don't open up, be kind to this person, as kind and compassionate as you can be. Give them grace, but at the same time, let them know to knock down that fake tower. Like, no, this is not something that I want to do. I'm not interested in you, and that's that. Okay, stand your ground and do not build false hope for this person, is what this tower is feels like it's representing. Like, don't build false hope for them. You don't have to be harsh to them in terms of letting them know it's not going to work. But at the same time, it should be very clear to them that there is no anything that they can do to change your mind about how you feel. It's just not how you feel. Okay, Gemini? All right. So I appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Take care.